it still comes back sometimes. The laughter, the small moments, the days that felt lighter when we were still a chapter in each other's lives. The way we would talk about nothing for hours. The way your smile could make the whole day feel easier. Those little things. The jokes only we understood. The quiet moments where it felt like the world had shrunk down to just us. I remember how alive that felt. How endless it seemed in those moments. But I remember the harder times too. The disagreements that came out of nowhere. Little fights and bickerings that felt bigger in the moment. The arguments where our words were stopped before we could hold them back because we let our emotions speak for themselves. Even then, even in the tension, it was real. We were real. When we parted, it hurt more than I expected. Not just the sadness, but the sudden emptiness. The way everything familiar shifted in an instant. The space where you used to be felt enormous. I kept replaying it in my head. The last words, the final looks, the way it ended. Like a chapter closing too fast, too quietly. It didn't feel real at first. Like maybe I could reach out and it would all be undone. But I couldn't. And that's when it really sank in. I remember how hard I tried to distract myself, playing music louder than my thoughts, going on long drives that went nowhere, keeping myself busy, filling every hour with anything I could. I told myself that if I stayed moving or stayed busy, I could forget. During the day, it kind of worked. Life filled the space. I could almost forget. Almost. But it's different at night. Especially when the silence becomes all too much. I find myself thinking about the past a lot. About how lonely life felt after we parted. The comfort of being with you made it easy to forget the piercing sensation of solitude. I would just lay there, thinking about it even when I know I shouldn't. The good and the bad, I found myself reflecting on each. The way it felt to be close, and the way it hurt when we weren't. The laughter that made everything feel lighter. The arguments that left words hanging between us. Every memory comes back on its own, and I just let it happen, letting it wash over me until it fades into quiet again. And then I have to remind myself that the past is the past, that a part of me is forever gone, and that it's probably for the better. I don't know how you're doing in life now. I don't know what your days look like, what makes you smile, or what weighs on you. Sometimes I wonder if you think of me at all, and it hits me harder than I expect. Honestly, maybe it's better that I don't know. Some stories are better left unread. Some chapters are better left unseen. It protects me, keeps me from holding on to something that isn't mine anymore. even if a part of me still wishes I could. But still, I hope you're okay. I hope life has been good to you. I hope you found moments that make you laugh, that makes your chest feel light, the way you once made me feel. I hope someone sees you the way I once did, and that you truly feel seen. I hope the little things still bring you joy, and that the nights are gentle with you. Even after all this time, even after everything I've tried, there's still a little tug in my chest when I think about it. But I don't dwell on it like I used to. I don't let it take over. It's just there. A quiet reminder of what was. And maybe that's okay. You were my first love. My first heartbreak. The one who taught me how wide my heart could open. How deeply I could feel. How much I was capable of giving. Even the pain was part of it. The arguments, the misunderstandings, the quiet nights filled with longing. You showed me what it meant to care fully, to trust before knowing if it could be reciprocated, to love without hesitation. Even though we're in different chapters now, what we had shaped us into the people we are today. For that, I will always be grateful. And it is for the better, right? Yeah, it is. I want it to be.